You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Get on-demand one-on-one text advice with Smitty at thefantasyfootballshow.com.
You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón.
Get on-demand one-on-one text advice with Smitty at thefantasyfootballshow.com.
You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. You are about to enter the fantasy football show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía football.
Live from the fantasyfootballshow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is going on, good people? You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. Today we're doing a call-in show. We did kind of news earlier. I could touch on a couple things that happened just in case you missed it. Jalen Waddle, very, very, very confident, says Mike McDaniel, that Jalen Waddle, lower body, will be ready for week 1. That's good news, but we are concerned as to why Jalen Waddle has been just out this long, Trey Sermon was claimed off waivers by the Eagles, making that running back situation even more cloudy. A must stay away. Don't go near Miles Sanders. Maybe Gainwell is the best option. Sermon's, he's failed, and I don't know that he's going to just go somewhere, learn a new offense, new playbook, and have some kind of newfound confidence, but you never know. These are the kind of things that can shake up a player's rut, so to speak, and Trey Sermon's certainly in a rut. So it wouldn't surprise me if Trey Sermon did something, but it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't. So I'm just kind of neutral on it. I'm going to stay away. I'm going to go ahead and say Gainwell is the best value, given that you don't have to pay much. For those that missed it earlier, Russell Wilson signed his big old contract. The man got, it was 5 years, $245 million, $165 million guaranteed, and $50 million signing bonus just for putting pen to paper. Congrats to Russell Wilson getting the mad, big old fat contract. Mashed potatoes! And this team could be a Super Bowl contender this year. This year, Tom Brady moves teams to Tampa, wins a championship. Stafford moves teams to the Rams, wins a championship. I don't know. Russell Wilson moving teams. Maybe there is a championship in store for this Denver Bronco team. Very talented wide receiver room, very talented running back room. You know how much I love this running back room. And Russell Wilson's got something to say about being ranked outside of the top 5 quarterbacks all the time in fantasy football. This guy's got the potential to be a top 5 fantasy football quarterback. Make no mistake about it. Let's see a couple super chats coming in. Let me get to those 1 second. This is the other piece of news. It's the Trey Sermon news. And then, of course, Derrick Henry getting his $2 million raise. It wasn't even a contract extension. It's not like they added a year. It's not like anything changed in the contract in terms of terms. It was literally just, hey, here's $2 million. Here's a raise. And go out there and do your thing. And I respect this because they've actually driven this man into the ground. I think they've been reckless with him, giving him 27, 28, 29, 30 carries a game. I don't think that changes this year. If it does, then he's not the same Derrick Henry. So there's concern for me either way. Overusage, I don't think he lasts at 27, 28, 29 carries a game. He just can't. 920-something carries over his last 2.5 seasons, not even his career. McCaffrey has less than 800 carries to his name, and we're already worried about his workload. And King Henry has over 900 carries in the last 2.5 years. So it's a stay away from me at his current ADP. But congrats to both Henry and congrats to Russell Wilson for the big fat paydays. Get in the bag. Get the bag, baby. Secure it. Mashed potatoes. Secure the bag. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Let's get to these questions real quick. There's a super chat from Nigel. Nigel says, Smitty, just finished my draft. Would like to get your opinion. Had some picks that would make you proud. Okay, Nigel, I'll be looking for your next message with your team. My opinion so far is I don't have one yet until I see your team, but I appreciate you, and I'll put the super chat. I'll just look for your comment, but I appreciate you. Blackbeard in the house. First in the building was Hefe, followed by Ron Navy, Blackbeard, Phillip, and Romario, Brer, Tariq in the building. What's up, Tariq? Official, Calvin, David, RGB. I could go on and on, but I appreciate everybody being in here. Already over 100 eyeballs in the show. Please punch the thumb up button. We've got about a 30% or less than 30% thumb up rate to the eyeballs that are watching the show right now. I see you. Hit that thumb up button. Wipe your feet on the way in the front door. Help your boy Smitty. Let's hit those phone lines and help people win some leagues, shall we?
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Let's go. Dial into the show. Now you know. All right. Last topic we had is going to be wiped out off screen. Let me wipe this out here. Okay, dial in. Let's go. Until then, I'll go to the chat and say, what's up? What's going on, Philip? Appreciate everybody being here. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Smitty, what's up, man? This is the Turtle Hermit calling from New York.
What's up, Turtle?
What's up, man? I just did my draft last weekend. I want to run it by you real quick. A couple picks. I want you to see how I did.
Okay, hit me with it.
All right, round one I picked from. This is a keeper or one person keeper? So I kept Jamar Chase for a 5th round. I had DeAndre Swift in the 1st round. Followed it up with Javonte.
Oh,
then I took Jalen.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's how I started.
Hold on 1 second, Turtle. Hold on 1 second. Guys, if I'm on a call, don't bother dialing in until that call ends, by the way. Okay, Swift, Javonte, who else?
My 3rd round pick was Waddle.
Okay.
Then I followed that up with Gabe Davis in the 4th round. Then 6th round, I got Rashad Bateman.
Okay.
I reached a little bit. I had to go Melvin Gordon because I knew a couple guys were lurking on him right there, so I shored up the Javante pick with him.
Wait. Hold on a second before I send you on a lap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th round, you took Melvin Gordon?
No, 7th round.
Okay, so who was your 6th rounder? I got Bateman and then Gabe Davis and Waddle. Who am I missing?
The fifth round keeper was Jamar
hold
Chase.
on, Bill. Like I said, Bill, I'm not answering a call while I'm on a call. Hang tight, Bill. Okay, go ahead.
Jamar Chase was my 5th round keeper, so he was my 5th round pick, and then it was Bateman in the 6th.
Gotcha.
And then followed that up with Melvin Gordon.
Okay.
In the 7th.
I think Melvin Gordon still in the 7th was way too early. I wouldn't have taken him. I would have taken somebody else, but that's me. I think there's still talent around there. But I don't mind that you backed him up. But go ahead. Okay, so Chase, Swift, Javante, Waddle, Gabe Davis, Bateman, Melvin Gordon. Pretty solid, bro.
Yeah, I did do my starting lineup just because I got a couple of rookies too in there. I don't exactly remember what rounds, but I got I know in the 10th round I got Russell Wilson, and in the 14th round I got Pat Freiermuth for my tight end. So that's pretty much going to be my starting lineup right there, week 1.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it, bro. I think you need Waddle to get healthy. Gabe Davis has certainly got a ton of upside. I like it.
Yeah, I was happy with the wide receivers. I was very happy that Bateman fell to honestly the 6th round because I think he's got upside just like Gabe Davis does. I was definitely leery on the Waddle pick, but a lot of wide receivers went, man, before that my 3rd round pick. So Deontay Johnson went, DJ Moore went, Terry McLaurin went. So these were guys that I would have had before Waddle. But I'm still happy with Waddle. I think he could be a baseline guy who can get you, guaranteed 10 points a game. And with Jamar Chase, I think I'm all right.
Yeah, I like it, bro. Not bad. I mean, you need a couple things to happen.
Thanks,
Bateman's got to do well. Gabe Davis has got to step up, but I do like it. Looks good.
No doubt. Definitely shooting some upside, but I'll let a couple other calls.
And there's nothing you can do trade-wise. Who's your quarterback?
Russell Wilson. I got him in the 10th.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you got a nice team there. I like it. Hit the waiver wire, bro. You're gonna need something. You definitely. I think.
No doubt.
Melvin Gordon. It's good to have. I don't mind that you have it, but you have probably a little bit of a depth concern. But like guys like Zamir White, Algier, Rashad White, check the waiver wire. Watch my waiver wire video, and then stay on top of that because you nail that, you're in. All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Hey, Bill, what's going on, Bill?
Hey, not much, Smitty. How you doing, man?
Good. I don't know if you heard me, but when I'm on a call, I'm typically not going to answer another one, so I'm not sure if you hear that. But I saw you dial in about 7.
Okay, good.
You dialed in about 7,000
newbie,
times, Bill. You dialed in about 7,000 times. I'm like, I got to answer this guy's call. What's up, Bill?
Sorry, boss. I'm a newbie. I got to take a lap for that. I admit it.
It's all right, bro. What's up? What can I help you with?
Self-imposed lap on myself. I got a 12 team that drafted the other night. My other 12 team drafts tonight. Just wanted to shoot you my team, see what you thought. Josh Allen, Travis Etienne. This is a 12-man standard. Josh Allen, Travis Etienne, Breece Hall, Stephon Diggs, DK Metcalf.
Hold on. Allen Etienne, Breece Hall. Who else?
Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
DK Metcalf. Dawson Knox.
Okay.
And then my bench is Michael Carter as a handcuff to Breece, Darrell Henderson.
Okay.
Rashad Moore Stevenson, to the moon Rashad White, Kadarius Toney, and Garrett Wilson. I just really wanted to get your feel for what you think and what my areas of need might be, boss.
So Josh Allen, Etienne, Breece Hall, Diggs, Metcalf, Knox, Carter, Henry, Stevenson, Rashad White, Garrett Wilson. Sound right?
Yeah, I don't have Henry. Darrell Henderson. Yeah, yep, that sounds right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to type Henderson. It probably changed it on me. Okay, Henderson.
No problem.
Hendy is probably what I wrote. I changed it to Henry. Okay, yeah, that's what it did. Josh Allen, Etienne, Hall, Diggs. Yeah, I mean, look, your running backs are upside driven, and once Hall gets into the job, he's gonna go nuts. But he's not there yet, so you do have a little bit of risk, and that's packaged into his ADP. He's a 4th rounder right now for a reason. He's a 4th or 5th rounder, and he's a steal. He's a steal. I don't know if you took him in the 3rd round or where'd you take him, because you had Diggs as a keeper, right?
Yeah, I took Allen in the 1st. I took ETN in the 2nd because it was between C-Mac and Allen. I took Allen in the 1st because 6-point passing touchdowns. I took Stephon in the 2nd when it got back to me at the 5 spot, and I took Brees Hall and ETN in the 3rd and 4th, and then I went Metcalf. So yeah,
I'd say maybe Hall. I don't know if Hall would have lasted or not. He may not have, but I would say Josh Allen's early. Where did Joe Burrow get taken?
He got taken in the first pick in the 4th round.
So you guys are taking quarterbacks really early. What about Jalen Hurts? Where did he go?
He went in late part of he went to the 410.
Yeah. Okay.
So
well,
it's 6-point touchdown.
Yeah,
so
I got you. I got you. I just think that could potentially hold you back, even though you want to grab a quarterback so early, and everybody's doing it. Like even in 6-point per touchdown leagues, I'm not taking a quarterback until like round 3 or 4. I mean, even if I feel like when you do that, it puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage. Now your team you still have a good core, but if I had to be honest, and that's what you asked me for my honest opinion, I'm not gonna lie to you. Just tell
definitely.
That, you got great. Everyone's team's amazing. For 2nd place trophies to everybody. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say that you have a great core, but it does look like someone came in and removed one player. And that's what typically happens.
Yeah.
It happens when you go early quarterback. So I'm going to say, because I like early quarterback in my standards, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, if it makes sense. But because Hurts and Joe Burrow are so good, they're in the conversation of the at least the bottom of the tier, or they can climb into the top tier on occasion with those other guys, or at least Burrow, I think, is in that tier. That you can't really, like, if they're going in the 3rd and 4th round, I would take Burrow in, like, if you had to do it, is it a 10 team or a 12?
12.
Okay, so like where did Aaron Rodgers go?
He went in like the 6th, I believe, 6th or 7th.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very, very much opposed to the line of thinking that early quarterback's bad. I hate when people.
Yeah, I can see why you do that, Schmitty, because I feel like when I look at this, I like it. But with ETN, Brees Hall, A.J. Dillon, Michael Carter, Darrell Henderson, or Sean and Stevenson, I feel like I'm going to be playing musical chairs and trying to like pick the daily 3 every week.
And you're just a little bit light. You don't have a team that I say, hey, this is the first place team. Like if you put Aaron Rodgers, who was around the pick when you took Josh Allen? Who was available? Was
Josh Allen? Well, I didn't. You're going to kill me. But I didn't take C-Mac only because I took him number 1 in both my paid leagues last year. And I didn't take Jefferson. I didn't take all the usual characters that get you at 5. I just
okay. So
I was up against the clock, and I baffled it. I thought Javonte would get back to me in the 2nd. He just didn't make it back. He went in the 2nd pick of the 3rd pick of the 2nd round.
On screen, I put this team right here. Okay, so on screen, I put A-Rod, Justin Jefferson instead of just Josh Allen, and it does. A whole number to it.
Wonders.
Like there it is. That's it. That's the team.
Gotcha. It's good to know that going into tonight's draft. I won't repeat the trend, and I will try to correct it. That's why I think I took the 5th in my first draft. I've got the 11th tonight, so I was hoping to have vastly different teams. So Thanks for your time. Thanks for reviewing my team, and I love the show, boss.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Bye. And I want everybody watching to know I'm not against early quarterback drafting. I'm one of the biggest advocates of it, but to a degree and when it makes sense and within context. And when you're drafting in a 1 QB league in the first round, I don't care if it's 6 points or 4 points. That is too early QB. That is not the early QB I'm referencing. I'm saying it's not bad to take a Herbert in round 4 or 5. I'm saying it's not bad to take players like that. Thank you for the super chats, Ron Navy, Nigel dropping the wads all over the screen. What do we got here? We got what's up, new Noah? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
Hey, Smitty, how's it going?
What's up, my man? How you doing?
Good, thanks. Two quick questions for you. First one, what do you think the upside is for Kyle Pitts this year? And I guess in a half PPR redraft league, what do you think his value is? What would be a good value to draft in that?
Kyle Pitts, I think he's a fantastic late third round pick. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking him in the third round. He's an absolute smash, home run in round 4. Just a home run in round 4. But I would contemplate him at the end of 3. So it kind of depends on what you're talking about. If you got the end of the third pick, right, an odd round, you're gonna have the top of the even round. So you're gonna have Kyle Pitts and whoever you want at the top of 4. So you could take him in 4 or take him in 3. If you've got a late third rounder, I don't mind playing that game where you're like, okay, I want to take him at round 4, but I'm afraid he's going to go. And the guy I want right here at round 3 that's a non-tight end will probably fall to that next pick. Or there's a couple guys that I feel like are really even. So that's when I'm okay with reaching a round early. Kind of like Javonte. I'll take Javonte at 11, not 10, not 9, not 8, not 7. Everybody stop stretching it, okay? I'm saying if you're at pick 11, instead of having the 12, 13 picks, you're at pick 11, and you're afraid Javonte is going to go in those 2 picks. If you feel like Adams, Debo, Lamb, there's 3 wide receivers there, and you love all of them, or you think Swift has a real likely chance of falling, then I'm okay with going Javonte 1 pick early to swap that out. So Kyle Pitts is a home run in round 3, late round 3. All he needs to do is have the touchdowns, and he could become the number 1 tight end in fantasy football. And I'm kind of predicting that Kelsey has that drop-off year. I'm not saying it's off the face of the earth. I'm not saying he doesn't come out like a monster. And I don't want to hear people say, Smitty, you're wrong about Kelsey. Through week 4, he's the best tight end in fantasy football. I'm not saying he won't start out on fire. So do not twist up what I'm saying. Anybody that's taking this in and saying, okay, I'm not going to draft Kelsey, and then you get mad at me that Kelsey goes off in week 1. I'm saying that injury could eventually strike. I'm saying that this guy's going to face double teams and the toughest defensive coverage of his career. It wouldn't shock me at all if Kyle Pitts was the number 1 tight end in 2022 fantasy football scoring. He certainly is the number 1 on the way into the next season.
Sure, yeah. I mean, we saw Mark Andrews take that leap last year, right? So definitely possible for Pitts this year.
Yeah.
The other question I had was, I know you got a lot of questions about him recently, with all the news, but what do you feel like is a good place to draft Dameon Pierce? It's like the late 5th round, start of the 6th, a little too early for your taste, but
no, I don't think he'll last to the 6th round in many leagues at all.
Yeah.
I think we're looking at probably, bro, he's a 5th round staple, and then most people are going to start reaching for him at the end of round 4. And I'm not saying I condone Dameon Pierce in round 4, but I think he's certainly good in round 5. And, it's a shame that we're going to see his value climb there. But, man, I mean, can we get a round of applause for everybody that's already taken advantage of this from Casa Day, the fantasy football show?
Mashed potatoes!
I mean, we got this guy all over the place, so we're all thrilled. It would have been nice to get another week out of it to get him in some of the remaining redraft leagues. But Pierce is Pierce here. Pierce is a moon man.
The moon man.
He's a moon man.
Dropping loads in outer space.
Look at this group. Look at this group on screen. I think Pierce. Look, where are you taking Mitchell? Eli Mitchell, late round 5. I mean, he's easily as good as Eli Mitchell in late round 5. With the dry zone, dead zone running back area, he's one of the only running backs in rounds 3 through 6 that are even worthy of taking. We did the dead zone show, and it was crazy looking at the dead zone. It was like Eli Mitchell was kind of in there, right? But Dameon Pierce, Connor, ETN, Breece Hall, it was so dry. There was 5 running backs in rounds 3 through 6 now, And the dead zone, when people started using and pumping that terminology up, it wasn't really a dead zone. There was Monty in there. Gibson was still in there. You had a handful of running backs that were still in there. Now it really is a dead zone. It's a ghost town. So
Sure.
Pierce is going to go up naturally because of that. Pierce could climb to round 4 just because of the dead zone.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate it, Smitty.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Call in anytime, all right? Let's get to these super chats real quick. I'm gonna put the phone lines on pause here because I have a feeling that it's gonna get blown up over and over. So phone lines are on pause. I'm gonna go with the super chats real quick. Ron Navy dropping the $5 hauler. Ron Navy, let's go.
Let's go. Mashed potatoes.
Ron Navy. Let's see here. Ron Navy says, I should have waited 5 more minutes to come in and miss Smitty's Henry rant. The Henry rant was very small. I was just reporting the news, Ron. So you can come back. You can take your earmuffs off. I know the Henry believers don't want to hear what I have to say about Henry. That's okay. Nobody wanted to hear it last year, Ron. Do you know how many people said, Smitty, I don't want to hear your Henry rant last year? Nobody wanted to hear it, Ron. Nobody did. Nobody wanted to hear my Barkley rant. Nobody wanted to hear my Henry rant. And let me ask you a question. Who are my biggest avoids so far this year? Who are my biggest avoids? J.K. Dobbins? You're crazy, Smitty. He's going to come back. He's going to bounce back. Look at him now. Look at him now. J.K. Dobbins is plummeted. Plummeted. Stay away from Cam Akers. Don't go near Cam Akers in third-round value. Smitty, you're crazy. He's going to bounce back. He came back a little bit last year. He'll be fine. Look at him. He's a 6th-round pick now. I'm not saying I land everything. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means. I miss all the time. I wasn't super high on Mixon last year because I felt like this guy has faced so many 8-man fronts. It still concerns me that at some point he's going to break because they abused him as he's awaiting his rise up. So I'm not pretending I'm perfect. I miss all the time. But I'm telling you, it's an odds game, Ron. It's an odds game. And you're playing with bad odds and you still could win. You still could win. You could still, on that roulette wheel, have the ball bounce in the positive. Henry's going to blow up, but his odds are definitely not as good as the cost of entry. It is definitely an imbalanced odds game against Derrick Henry. We got some more super chats here. Saeed, appreciate you. I'm going to get to these in a second. I'm going through them right now. Thank you, Niner by Nature. Yeah, we're about to hit 13K, not 12. And I see you see that, and you said that in another comment. Yes, sir. About to hit 13K. Smitty, got a big draft tonight. Want your opinion? Who to take at number 4? I got it. The best player available, Juice. Punch it. Best player available, Juice. I mean, JJ. I love JJ. I'm not opposed to going Eckler if you have to go like a running back and you want someone extremely safe. I don't mind going Najee Harris. I'm not concerned about the foot. I know a lot of people are, but why would he have played in a preseason game if that wasn't in the rear view? I also feel like when you say things like he had a Liz Frank injury, I don't know. I don't really know if he had that. I don't know if I'm a little skeptical. Sometimes these players say things, and maybe it was a Liz Frank. I'm not saying it was, and I'm not calling him a liar or anything. But sometimes these players are like, why you look rusty? Oh, because I was suffering from I had a Liz Frank injury. He might have had something. They're like, this could turn into a Liz Frank injury. Let's go ahead and have you sit. I don't know. The fact that he was like still playing and training, we have footage of it. I just feel like it's not a good. I feel like it's not a good. I don't know. It's just not a good situation. If it is a true Liz Frank, injury and he's not on the field in that preseason game. So I just don't feel like it's that full. We're getting all the details. I feel like it was a very minor potential heading toward Liz Frank soreness. He sat out. He's good. He's got some rust. I'm not worried about Najee Harris. If you do draft him, make sure you cuff him to Jaylen Warren. Cuff him to Jaylen Warren. But if you're a little bit freaked out by the foot, I'm not opposed to going Eckler, but I'm not taking Henry in the top 4. I'm not taking Christian McCaffrey in the top 4. I understand some people will. Mike Ortiz says 122 people are missing the thumb up button. We got 208 eyeballs in here and only 89 thumbs up. Punch that thumb up button for your boy Smitty. Appreciate you. So Juice, I'm going to say, if you got to go RB, Najee and Eckler are safe, but I don't mind going Justin Jefferson, especially Juice, if you think your team, your group of guys, your 11 other owners, your 9 other owners, whatever, the 9 grandmas, the 11 grandmas, if they don't know that it's Javonte season and you can get Javonte or Swift or some weird thing like that, then I definitely love going the wide receiver approach. But if you think you're going to be starving for running backs, I don't mind you going RB. Waited till the 9th round for Dak and 11th for Freiermuth. I love that. That's great value there. Nigel says Dak, JJ, CD, Keenan Allen, Bateman, Pickens, Dotson, Javonte, Monty. I don't love Monty, I won't lie. Hall, Monty Ball. Monty, Hall, Singletary, Rashad White, B-Rob, put him on IR and then pick up another guy now. Freiermuth. That's a good team. I mean, JJ, CD, Keenan Allen, Bateman, Javonte, Hall. I would potentially trade, if I'm you, I would trade Bateman and Freiermuth for a little bit upgraded tight end. I would trade Bateman and maybe Monty for a single player that might be better, even if it's wide receiver or running back. The fact that you're trading Monty, a running back, might afford you to go to someone's wide receiver, because people that don't hit on running backs, they freak out and they'll overpay to get a running back in-house. So go send Monty and Bateman to somebody for one better wide receiver or running back. A.J. Brown comes to mind. Tyreek Hill, of course, Debo. But if you got to go down lower, 3rd round territory, A.J. Brown comes to mind. Maybe Dameon Pierce using Monty and Bateman. I would go in those directions. That's how I roll. That's what I do. Smitty still got HDS, Henry derangement syndrome, on his mind. Yes, sir. That's not going away. It's my job to alert and sound the alarm when I feel like there's a problem here. And I would be okay if someone came in here and said, hey, Smitty, I know the odds are against Henry doing it, but my heart says he's going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and draft Henry. That would make sense. But when people say things like, and I'm not saying, Ron, that you're saying this, but when people say things like, hey, Smitty, you're crazy, he's going to be amazing, blah, 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 when all of the data and metrics and stats and historical data are against your stance, is all I'm saying. Like, I get it. If you just want to believe in him, you think he is special, he's going to kind of prove everybody wrong, but yeah, I know the numbers say he can't do it. Like, that's all I'm looking for people to be logical about it, because I feel like people aren't logical about it. The numbers say Derrick Henry can't do it. The numbers said he couldn't do it last year, and he broke. Derrick Henry broke last year because statistically, it was, the writing was on the wall. He was going to break. You have a 2,000-yard season, you will break the next year. You have a 2,000-yard season with a 400-carry season, you're as good as done for finishing that year as a full season. You're going to break. He broke. History was right. And so all I'm saying is, if Derrick Henry is your guy and you think he's going to come back and have one more big year, it's never been done. So that workload's crazy. Okay, 210 of you in here, punch that thumb up button. 105 of you have done so already. I appreciate you. Waited till the 9th round for I got that one already. Appreciate your super chat. Robert with the $5 holler. Robert, thank you, kind sir.
Let's go, mashed potatoes!
Robert with the $5 holler says, 10-man half PPR, Dak, Dalvin Cook, Edmonds, Pierce, Walker, Madison, Diggs, A.J. Brown, Judy, Hopkins, Pickens, Pitts. Help me package Edmonds off. So Dak, Cook, Pierce are your top running backs, not Edmonds. So Edmonds might be your 3rd running back. But, okay, so Cook, Pierce, and then Edmonds is your flex. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Diggs, A.J. Brown, and probably Judy or Edmonds, you could argue, is your number 3, your flex, if you have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers and a flex or whatever. Pitts is phenomenal. Yeah, if I'm you, bro, I'm trading Judy in Edmonds for one better player. And I'm thinking, Debo, Tyreek Hill, late second-round players is what I'm thinking, because honestly, people are overvaluing Edmonds. Judy still has top 5 or 6 round value. You could potentially make that happen. Would I try and maybe trade Edmonds or Judy with Dalvin Cook to upgrade Dalvin Cook? I would, because I'm not a huge fan of owning Dalvin Cook this year. I worry about that torn labrum that is always popping out of socket, and every time this man lands a certain way, boom, out comes the ball out of the socket. I'm just not feeling it. I mean, God, this is a tough one, because you're just gonna have to go try and attack players you feel are better than Judy, and Judy's got value all over the board. So I would say if AJ Brown feels like a smash to you over Judy, Edmonds is worth throwing in. I would do that. I'd rather have AJ Brown. You could maybe trade Edmonds and Judy for Dameon Pierce. Do that. I would do that. Why not? I would do that. I know Judy and Pierce probably go in a similar place, but I would do that. Opinion on Bengal run heavy approach for Burrow. I don't know that they're gonna change. Look, Burrow throws the football, and he's got 2 massive receiving options. I don't anybody shoveling out there that this is gonna be a run heavy. Like when anybody talks about they're going to run more or they're going to do this, you talk about minute percentages, man. Offenses are still, for the most part, very balanced. Burrow's going to throw the ball a ton. I'm not worried about Burrow's the best pick in fantasy football 2022. He's going to the moon. Burrow is one of the Mars men, for goodness sake.
He's on a shuttle to Mars. Mars men.
So, I don't know. No, Kent, Burrow to the moon, pal. Burrow to the moon. Robert says, forgot to add Robinson to my last super chat. Robert, I don't even know what James Robinson? Like, what are we talking about here? Not that it matters anything, but A-Rob. Probably A-Rob. Okay, good. Nice. A-Rob. That's a great addition. Thank you for the super chat. And Nigel says, Pierce went in the 4th round in my draft tonight. It's crazy. He's going to go higher and higher and higher. He's going to be a 4th round staple. And this super chat from Saeed, would you give a 23 first-round pick for Kenneth Walker? Depends where the pick's going to be. If it's a late pick, sure. If it's going to be a potential top 3 overall pick, then I don't know that I would, because Robinson is that good. This kid is going to be absolutely amazing. I don't know about this Bengals run heavy comment. I'm not sure what he means, but if somebody's like running that out there, like if there's a news report I haven't seen where someone's like, the Bengals are going to turn run heavy, I don't know what that report is. I don't care about that report. I know Joe Burrow was born to throw the football. I know Joe Burrow, cigar smoking Joe Burrow was born to burrow people. You think this man's going to just hand the ball off all day?
People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.
You got Jamar Chase, you got T. Higgins. I don't care if the head coach comes out and says, we're going to just run all game long now. We're going to be the most run-heavy team you've ever seen. Doesn't bother me at all. That's hogwash. It's lies. You know what it is? It's
wrong. Muy mal.
So I don't know what Jacob's talking about. I honestly don't. If someone wants to point me to something, sure. Cousins or Carr. Cousins and then Mills if swiped. You mean sniped? Cousins or Carr. I'm going to go Cousins over. Well, that's close because, look, Ron Navy talks about it all the time. They're going to have a much more high-potent, high-octane passing attack in Minnesota. This is the same scheme you kind of see used in L.A. with the Rams and Cooper Kupp. Jefferson's going to be all over the field, near impossible to contain. It's going to be Justin Jefferson season. Wouldn't shock me if he had 2,000 yards receiving. So that's good for Cousins. Even 2,000 yards for one wide receiver. Imagine what numbers Cousins could have. Carr's may be safer. Cousins is a little higher risk, higher reward. I like Mills a lot, but you can get Mills a lot later. So I don't want to say Mills over these guys because then you go and draft them. Mills is like a lot further down the way. So I would definitely definitely go after Mills later. But I love Mills quietly as much as I do these guys, but you can't take him there. He's a secret weapon that you take and hope that he pans out. And if he doesn't, you didn't overpay. Needed a running back in the 6th round. Did I make a mistake taking Monty instead of Akers or CEH or Gibson or Penny or Pollard? I mean, those aren't great running backs. If you took Monty over Damian Pierce, I think you said he went early, then that would be a mistake. I'd rather have Gibson than, well, no, I'd rather have Monty and then you take Khalil Herbert and you back him up. That's what I would have done. Gibson and Brian Edwards is also a good move if you're in this spot. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Pacheco is also pretty decent. Akers, if you could sell him, I would take him to trade him, but I don't think anybody wants him at this point. I don't think anybody wants him. I think he's a hard player to trade now. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Hey, this is Devin.
What's up, Devin?
Not much. I just finished my draft. I was just calling to see what you thought about it.
Okay, hit me with it.
So I got Hurts, QB, Najee, RB1, ETN, RB2, Chase, wide receiver 1, Evans, wide receiver 2. It's going to sound like a grandma league.
It is a grandma league.
But it is a grandma league. Some people have some stupid ways. But Kelsey, Amon, Ra. Then I got Stevenson, Pierce, Gibson, Ayuk, Penny.
Yeah, that's pretty good, bro. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, how do I even advise you to do anything in that league? Name your top 2 running backs again.
Harris and ATN.
Yeah. And then your top 3 wide receivers?
Chase, Evans,
Yeah.
Raw.
I mean, maybe try and upgrade Evans into a, Diggs or whatever, like just using small bench pieces, but, don't get rid of any of the big guys that I like. But I mean, Evans could be upgraded. Amon-Ra St. Brown could be upgraded, but I kind of like him as the wide receiver 3. I'd rather put my efforts into upgrading Evans into a slightly better option. Like go get that Jamar Chase equivalent, or someone even a Adams, even a Diggs, even a player like that, and just use bench material to do that. But past that, I mean, you're good to go, bro. What else you got?
Yeah, I was thinking that. But I just wanted.
Who's your quarterback
anyways,
again?
Man, take it.
Who's your quarterback?
QB, I got hurt.
Hurts. Yeah, you're fine there. Yeah, man. I mean, upgrade Evans. I don't dislike Evans, but I also don't feel as confident as everybody else that he'll stay healthy. He's always banged up, and he's getting older.
Yeah,
Whenever players are getting older and they're injury prone, it just adds a little extra risk. Like the roulette wheel that I talk about, it adds a little extra risk to where maybe one more of those spots in the roulette wheel pop up as a potential, X, a potential miss. So it's like, every year you get one more on the roulette wheel, So like when you spin it, and what do you get? You have more chances of getting a negative outcome than a positive outcome as you get older. It's the nature of the NFL, and when you are injury prone, it's even more likely. So that's why I have big concerns at like 2nd round value for Evans. But I'm not saying that's what you spent, but I'm just saying you can upgrade him, I think, with ease, just adding another piece. But hey, call in anytime, pal. Appreciate you.
All right,
You
man,
got
take it easy.
you got another question? Call in. All right, later.
All right.
You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
The Bruce.
The Bruce. Hold on, we got to get your intro going. Hold on. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
The Bruce is loose.
What's up, Brucey? What can I do for you, pal?
I need to see if my one team is MIDI approved.
Okay.
I got Justin Jefferson, Javonte Williams. Here's where I lost Brees Hall and Etienne. I took A.J. Brown.
That's not bad, though. You got JJ, Javonte,
and A.J. Brown.
Okay, and then who else?
And later, Zeke, Amari Cooper, George Kittle, Hollywood Brown, Ayuk, Russell Wilson, Trey Lance, Ken Walker, Tyler Algier, Alberto,
right.
Madison, the Packers defense, and McManus, and who's the Tolbert?
Okay, so JJ, Javante, AJ Brown, Zeke, Cooper. No Tony Pollard kind of worries me a little bit, but I mean you still got. I think Zeke's tradable. I think you could trade like Zeke and Hollywood maybe for like a slightly better running back. So kind of explore that, I suppose. I don't like the Amari Cooper pick. Did you pick him in the 5th round?
Yeah, picked him in the 5th.
So like I would have taken Dameon Pierce over Cooper or Zeke.
Yeah, because I didn't see the cut until after the draft, and I was like, oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But I like your team. I mean, your team's okay. Kittle, first of all, Kittle's really good value. JJ, Javante, AJ Brown, Russell Wilson. You got good players. You got good players here. I would look to maybe couple Cooper and Zeke together, Hollywood and Zeke together. Just try and get one more big gun. Try and get a Debo. Try and get a Tyreek Hill. Try to get a Swift somehow. Like sometimes Swift is undervalued, but I don't think you're gonna get Swift using Zeke and Cooper. I think you're gonna have to go a little bit lower than that. I'd trade Zeke straight up for Pierce, bro.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, I found the tight ends that were going before Kittle. It was Goddard and the tight end for the Goddard and the tight end for the Titans, because the guy's a Titans fan.
Mm-hmm. All right, the Bruce.
So,
I like it. Hey, we got our draft starting here in a T-minus 6 minutes, so I gotta run and close the phone line down and get into this draft.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you. Good
All
job.
right, thank you.
Good job, Bruce.
Yep.
Ron, I see you're calling. If you want to call in real quick, I got like 1 minute, Ron. And then I got like 1 minute, and then I got to jump into this draft. Right here, we're drafting in the. It was called the No Bench League at first, but we renamed it, and we moved it over on Sleeper, and it's called Take Grant's Tomlinson. And so Grant is putting up an autographed, framed, beautiful jersey of LaDainian Tomlinson, and it's a marvel. And this is a 24-man league. What's up, Ron Navy?
Hey, I just wanted to get your take on some real late. What do you think about Chenault going to Carolina, being with Baker? And what do you think about Josh Gordon going to Tennessee? You think they're going to end up having any value whatsoever?
I don't know. I mean, moving teams is always hard enough. And Chenault, I mean, he's okay. Josh Gordon's, I don't think he's got what he, even remotely close to what he used to have left in the tank. So I just don't know what to expect. I'm kind of like, I can't imagine myself making room on my roster for either one, like in any size league. I just can't. There's too many players out there like Isaiah Likely that you're struggling to pick up. There's Zamir White. There's players like that you're like Jalen Warren that you're like, I want to pick him up and I can't. And you're going to pick up Josh Gordon or Chenault. I just don't see it.
I'd probably be more prone to pick up Chenault than Josh Gordon, but,
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I just wanted to get your take on it.
Hey, we're starting this draft. Are you ready for this draft?
Yeah, pick 12. Yippee!
Pick 12. I'm pick 24. So I'll explain it. I'll explain it here in a second. Let me get rid of these super chats here. I got that one. This question was no question, El Patron. Just thanks for the relentless pursuit of excellent content for us. Thank you. Appreciate you, Omar, dropping the super chat. Nigel says, thoughts on the 6th round Monty pick. Amon-Ra St. Brown was available. I'd rather have Amon-Ra St. Brown over Monty all day long. But, Dameon Pierce over Monty all day long, too. I think you said he was gone, but just wanted to throw that out there. So, Ron Navy, we got the draft up. Here's the draft. It's 24 owners, one copy of every player in the player pool. The lineup is crazy. The lineup is one quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end. That's your starting lineup, best ball. And then we have, I think it's 6 bench spots. So you have to be strategic about your backups.
Yep.
You have to be strategic about when to go after a quarterback because only 24 teams in here. Probably you have to figure out whether you're going to get a backup quarterback. No one knows the strategy. I've never played this formula before, so I don't even know what I'm going to do. We're all going to be flying by the seat of our pants here, and it's a best ball draft. No waivers, no trades. You got to draft. You're one and done. No pickups mid-season. No changing out anything. It's optimal lineup scoring, meaning the system will decide who to start week in and week out for you. So it's going to be an interesting situation. And whoever wins this bad boy gets the autographed Tomlinson framed jersey that Grant threw up, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to go live on this draft for just a little bit, probably the first hour, and just see how it goes. Ron's got the 12 pick. You can see him there with the orange icon. I'm at the very, very end at the 24, and Asher's drafting first. I'm going to guess there are going to be several timeouts. Let me get Grant. Make sure Grant's in here. Grant, we drafting. So T minus.
It's going to be fun, and it's going to be all about the run.
You what? What'd you say, Ron?
Well, I said it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So the draft should commence in T minus 2 minutes. Grant said he's in here. Look, you can see Grant lit up. Grant's ready. Grant says, "Come take my Tomlinson."
And it's really going to be about the runs, you know. I mean, who starts the run on what position?
Yeah,
that's going to be the flow.
I'm going to call Grant real quick and just. Hey, Grant, you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. I just got you on speakerphone real quick. I just want you. Do you have anything you want to say to the over 200 people that are in the live stream right now watching you draft from the what pick are you? You're the 8 spot. Grant, what do you got? Is anybody taking your Tomlinson jersey, Grant?
I'm hoping not. If there's anything I can do to say, or if I have any say-so about it, I'm definitely not gonna go down easy. So we'll see what kind of tricks I've got up my sleeve.
And it's again, Grant. It's a 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end. Best ball draft, 6 bench spots. No one knows the strategy or how to make this work. You don't have to share it with us, but do you have a strategy in mind you've been cooking up that's going to help dominate this and keep that Tomlinson jersey safe?
100%. You'll just have to tune in to find out.
All right, Grant. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, come take Grant's Tomlinson jersey. T minus 31 seconds. Axe, join the YouTube memberships. Appreciate you, buddy boy. All right, I'm going to try and get the super chats as we go, if you got them, but just hang tight and be patient with me. I'm on Ross St. Brown. Yes, sir. Thank you, Omar. Appreciate you again. If I missed a super chat, please let me know. All right, here we go. I don't know if I've got to start this or not. It says start draft at the top, but I think it'll probably start for me if I had to guess. Maybe it won't. 2 seconds. I think I got to start it. Here we go. Asher is on the clock. I'm going to leave it at 2 minutes because it's a crazy draft. I'll leave it at 2 minutes for the first round. I might knock it down to 1 minute after the first round. Make sure you get someone you like already and wanted. All right, this draft is crazy. So it's 1 QB, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end. So here's the roster. So 1 QB, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, and then whoa. And then 1 2 3 4 5 6 bench spots. Okay? Best ball draft means you're essentially, you're picking your team and you're not touching it. I don't know Asher's probably not even here. He's going to time out. Way to go, Asher. Way to go. Drop the ball. Number 1 overall pick, Asher. You're going to get JT. You're going to be fortunate enough to get JT. Yeah, I got the 24 picks. So Silver's from the 7. Grant's from the 8. Kayla's from the 9. Terry Roberts is in the 10. Pretty Richie's not online right now. Ron Navy's not online right now. Todd, Jimmy, Kenny P, Vamp, Avatar, Rockout, Blackbeard, MS Hall, Hefe, James Conklin, Hyphy, and then I'm picking 24. I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of feel like we should go 1 minute. This is kind of crazy. I might make 1 minute for Drew. Oh, they changed the timer. It's a clock. I'm changing it to 1 minute. This is going to take way too long. So I'm sorry if he got 30 seconds. Or let's go 1 minute. We got things to do. We never set a time anyway. So Drew is on the clock. I don't think Drew's here. Asher's already on auto. Way to punt it. Way to punt it. Can somebody in the chat tag Asher? Just let Asher. Ron, are you still there on the phone?
Yeah, head out.
Oh my God. Ron, I had no idea you were still on the phone, bro.
Yeah, well, you brought Grant on, and I was still there, and I didn't get a chance, so I just muted you. I just put it on mute so you wouldn't hear anything on my end. And,
you're the most patient man I've ever met. You're the most patient man I've ever met, Ron. Except for when you're dealing with the Steelers taking a quarterback or deciding on what quarterback to start. You're the most patient man I've ever met.
Oh, I know that.
Trade away Eli Mitchell and MT for Cam Akers and Mooney. No, I don't like Cam Akers at all, bro. No. Okay, 42 is on the clock. Ron, what are you thinking here? Oh, I mean, you don't have to give away any strategy.
Well, no, but I mean, it really depends because if people are going to be auto, you know who's going to come up and who they're going to take. So it's going to be like, depends on who's actually on and actually doing live picks. That's going to be interesting to see.
Brian, Javonte in round 2, don't risk it. Okay, Juice took Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. I don't know who I'm getting at the 24-25 turn. I kind of like that I have the turn picks, to be honest, but I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like. So anybody new, it's 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 24 teams involved. Best ball, meaning there's no lineups, no waivers. It's one and done drafting. And you got 6 bench spots, and you don't know I don't know what the strategy is going to be for me. Like, do you roll with 1 tight end and have no tight end come in for a week? I can't imagine trying to back up everything and then not having firepower. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go like running back heavy or what's going to go on there.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
All right, Silver Rapture's up. Meat Missile took McCaffrey. King Money took Cup. Jamar Chase went to Juice at 4. Jefferson went to TM at 3. Henry went number 2 overall on an auto pick to Drew. Asher came in and finally logged in and has control of his team again, but he got JT. He's lucky. Grant is on the clock. Who's Grant taking? Grantland Part 2. You got to beat this man. If Grant finishes number 1, no one gets the Thomason jersey. Second place isn't getting it. I'll make sure of it because you got to beat Grant. That's the whole point of this thing. If he says I'm giving it to second place and sends it to me, I'm sending it back. You guys got to beat Grant to get this jersey. Brady, appreciate you. I'm in an 8-man league. Buy-in is 200. I have Mahomes, CMC, Breece Hall, Pierce, Javonte, A.J. Brown, Godwin, Bateman, Cooks. That's great, bro. Trade Godwin or Bateman. I mean, Pearson, one of those wide receivers for a better player, maybe. That other than that, I mean, you really got a good squad. Okay, so Josh Allen went number 7 overall to Silver, which I like the approach. Thank you, Peaker. Appreciate you. I like the approach because you think about it, like you got literally those spots only, and your quarterback's going to score a lot for you each week. So It's not a crazy approach. However, what are you going to do when the running backs are off the board? This is a crazy situation. Ron Navy, you're on deck.
Yeah, and Henry went second. I mean, shit, I can't even take Henry.
Watch the swearing, Ron. Okay,
That's crazy.
keep those S bombs at bay. All right, Ron's on the clock.
Well, what the heck am I going to do here?
I'm so many picks away. I'm all the way down here. Oh, Javante. I mean, he wasn't going to fall to me, so I like it. I
was either going to take him or Diggs, and I'm just thinking the running backs are going to come off so quick that I need a running back. So
yeah, in this format, I'm not sure what's the
It is.
advantage. I honestly don't know that any of us really know, because it's one QB, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end, best ball. And so can you get carried every week by Josh Allen, or does somebody like you that's going to go with a later quarterback, I imagine, with the guy that I'm not going to mention, could you survive
everybody knows.
What?
Everybody knows who I target, so I don't think he even makes it. I don't even think he makes it back to me, so it's okay.
No, no, come on. In the second round, no. Todd.
Someone already commented in there, hey, if you don't take him in round 1, I'm taking him at least in round 2.
Yeah, best player available.
So, okay.
Yeah, with these lineup requirements, it's not crazy to have gone quarterback early. It's not crazy to wait, because there are only 24 people. 24 with the small benches. Not a lot of people are going to load up on quarterbacks, I imagine. So Swift going to Kenny P.
Well,
Vamp is on the clock.
You still got to kind of go with best player available mentality, because
yeah,
I mean, if you do that, you might be weak in an area, but you should be okay.
And you got to think wide receivers probably, like, I'm trying to think this strategy out on the fly, because I didn't even give it a single thought. Kind of feel like wide receivers might be the most willing to punt position, because there's so many of them and you're only starting one. So the wide receivers that are going to be available, RBs, a lot of quarterbacks available, but how many good ones? So I could see quarterback and running back dominating. I could also see, someone came in. It's hard to say. A tight end. I mean, Kelsey, is Kelsey a difference maker or not, in this format, or because everybody's going to be focused on the other positions, will it fall? It's tough to say. So Grant coming in. Ron Navy what? Grant took Dalvin Cook.
You're still in a great spot. You're going to get 2 people back to back, and nobody can take them from you, and you get your choice. So even though you're 24, you still get an advantage of your first 2 picks. So that's actually, even though you're 24, you still get the same advantage of being on that turn.
Mahomes, Mixon, going to Blackbeard. Rockout took Mahomey. Avatar, our top super chatter of the year, took Kelsey. Now we got MS Hall on the clock, then Hefe, then Conklin, then Hyphy. 24 teams. It's right on the screen here. Best ball. Go ahead.
I'm actually pretty impressed, because if you look, this is actually, everybody is drafting. There's not really it's pretty balanced draft so far as the positions go, and I like seeing that. There's not like 10 running backs coming off all at once, or 10 quarterbacks, or 10 of one thing. It's a mixture. It's a good mixture so far.
Yeah. This is tough. You know, I don't know if you treat this
You're
like
gonna nail. You're on deck.
I don't know if you treat this like super flex or not. You know, like not in terms of drafting multiple quarterbacks, but drafting a quarterback early because I mean, I've got a heck of a lot of picks to come back before I go again.
Yep.
You know, I think it would be.
You'll make it work. You're the pro, so make it happen, Captain. You're gonna get it.
Hyphy timing out. And he times out on a guy I wanted.
Yeah. How many times does that always happen?
I know. But you know what? Actually, I'm glad that happened because I don't know that I want a wide receiver here. So I got to decide, who do you like better between Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson? I'm very, very much worried about Lamar Jackson. I'm feeling like Kyler's a good pick
He's
here.
the best runner. Kyler Murray, he's got the things, but as soon as a new video game comes out, he's pretty much dead.
But it is this is 6 points per TD pass. Do I go Russell Wilson or Brady, or Kyler?
Oh, Brady, as far as Keith, is going to get you more probably.
I'm going to go ETN here.
And as far as overall,
that's
a good pick.
I'm going to go ETN here, and then I got to decide.
Let's
I'm
go.
going quarterback. I'm not waiting. Aaron Rodgers, 6 points per TD pass. Do I go Aaron Rodgers? Do I go Brady? Kyler. I'm going to go Kyler. Nick Chubb
Surprised
goes.
you didn't go Lance. Did Lance look off?
Yeah, but I'm just going to go Kyler in this one. I'm going to go. I do like Lance, but not quite
That's
this early.
surprising.
I like to draft with within the confines of ADP. Like reaching this high on Kyler would be a high quarterback draft selection. I don't mind staying within the confines of ADP because then it allows you to get a good balance. And I do so many leagues. It's smart, I think, to balance it out. So I went ETN and Murray because I think the wide receiver state is going to be so much better. We're going to have a lot of wide receivers available. I mean, think about it. You only need to start one, and there's 2 or 3 on each team, so it should be plentiful.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
No, but I'm just surprised you took Kyler over Lance.
Yeah, I don't have any Kyler shares too. That's kind of why I did it.
Smitty.
Denny, you're on the phone with Ron Navy and I. We're gonna have to keep this kind of short because we're in the middle of a draft and I've got to commentate for it. But what can we do for you? Hit me with something quick, Denny.
All right. You nailed it with that Amar St. Brown. You know? You nailed it. That guy, he's going to come on. He's going to be the guy. You know?
You like it?
And that's how it goes.
You didn't like it at first, did you? He's Denny.
No, actually, I loved it at first. You copied me on it, to tell you the truth.
He's Denny.
You copied me on St. Brown. But that's fine. Ron Navy. You know, I remember I was in the Marine Corps, but he's in the Navy. He's all right. He's a good guy. He's everyone.
Hey, Denny, how are you?
I'm doing
Good
good,
to hear from
man.
you,
I don't
Denny.
even know now. Nah, I freaking love you guys. I love everything about you guys. You know, I think St. Brown's gonna come across. I think he's gonna be all right.
I think he'll be all right.
Smitty, you want to do karate?
Oh yeah.
You want to do karate in the garage?
I wouldn't mind it. You know, there's just so many activities that we can do. Smitty, you're not mad at me, are you?
No, I'm not mad at you right now. No. I'm not mad, Denny.
You don't know? All right. No. Smitty, I love you. I love your show. Yeah, Ron Navy. I gotta get over this. I gotta get into this stuff. You guys are the best.
You're the best, Danny. We love.
Tell me the truth, though. Was I out of line with that kid, the Boston kid?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember.
Yeah, you know what's up. The show's great, but
You all right, Nick? We love hearing from you.
Yeah, we love hearing from you, Denny. I do gotta jump, Denny. I'm not answering any calls, but I answered your call. I just want you to feel special. But we got to get back. Yeah, I'll talk to you.
I appreciate that so much.
Talk to you soon, pal.
All right, Smitty. You're the best.
Later. Ron Navy, you're on the clock here. What you thinking? Let's see what Ron Navy's doing. Ronnie's still there. There he goes, Kirk Cousins. Wow. It's funny how, Ron, you there? I don't know if you got us muted.
Yep, I got to put my money where my mouth is.
I mean, it's crazy because, like, ADP's not really applying because everybody's trying to preemptively grab the right player. I think Kayla's got Harris and Brady. That's probably one of the best teams so far. Burrow and Higgins, I like that a lot. Yes, Grant's on the clock. What's Grant going to do? This is the guy, the owner of the Tomlinson jersey. He goes Stafford. Okay. Silver Rapture, who you taking? I got so many picks on the way back. It's on screen, Vamp. 24 teams, best ball, 1 QB, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 6 bench.
This quarterback run. You started the quarterback run.
Yeah, I don't think I would have had one left. I am curious to the best team so far, in my opinion, is probably, we'll see what Silver went Fournette. I'm not huge on Fournette, so but I like the Josh Allen pick by him. I think Najee Harris and Brady's one of my favorites so far. The Burrow and Higgins is interesting. I like your Javonte and Cousins. I probably would have rather had Aaron Rodgers or Brady, in my opinion, but I understand where you're coming from. Dak and Eckler's pretty good. Swift and Debo is amazing from Kenny P, but what will his quarterback look like? And in this best ball format, I think quarterback, 6 points per TD, I think quarterback is going to be pretty vital. I don't know. What do you think of my duo?
You got to at least have one quarterback.
What do you think of my duo, Etienne and Murray?
Oh, you started out. I'm just surprised. I'm not big on Murray, so I was kind of surprised you took Murray over like Lance. I mean, I really thought you were going to take Lance.
I got a lot of Lance.
Now you talk about.
I got a lot of Lance.
I'm so I never expected you to take Murray, but hell, I mean,
he
was the top quarterback up until for the first part of the season last year. He was the number one quarterback. So yeah. I mean, if he can repeat, who knows?
Yeah, can I admit something? I was very tempted to go Kamara because what Michael KCPA is saying. In best ball, he's a lot sneakier because you're not going to get jammed up like, I mean, you will, but you're going to have best ball, so it's going to, you're going to be taken care of in the right way.
Yeah.
If, let's say you got 2 more running backs and you have to start those running backs the last 4 weeks and you're out to a big lead or whatever, because it's a total point race. I mean, your best ball could take care of you with the other 2 running backs you have or whatever. Drew C is timing out. He's got Henry and Kittle. TM42 has Jefferson and Winston. See, this is what I didn't want. I didn't want to own, no offense, TM, but I didn't want to own a Winston. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to have a Kyler Murray, a Lance, or A-Rod, or a Brady.
I like Kayla's Najee and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, I mean, he's gonna get you touchdowns. So I like her combo.
I think Asher's in the best position out of everybody because there's still so many good players and he gets 2 of them. So like he could take he could take a wide receiver and a quarterback here and be the most well-rounded team. But is he even here? Is he timing out? What's going on, Asher? Pitts, I like it.
Kyle Pitts.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's probably one of the better picks.
Solid.
Yeah, Kenny, you want a Winston? You're gonna.
But
be...
if he don't take a quarterback here, he's gonna put a hurting on himself.
This is crazy. This draft is insane. So for those just joining,
at least this draft is going a lot faster than that other draft that we're in.
Yeah. For those just joining, it's 24 teams, best ball, 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 6 bench spots. Keenan Allen, Henry, Kittle. Okay, so we got some complete teams coming here. We got Taylor, Pitts, and Tua. Not a big fan of that Tua pick. It's not bad, but it's like this is your 3rd player. So, like, I don't know. So, Taylor, Pitts, Tua. Best ball, 1 QB, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end. Henry, Kittle, Keenan Allen's pretty solid, but no quarterback. That's an auto pick, though. So, he's going to have the worst quarterback in the league. But if he lands, like if somehow nobody takes quarterbacks and they stop and there's some good quarterback left that lingers, he's going to have probably one of the best teams. Jefferson, Winston, and TM is on the clock here.
There goes Brees.
Brees. That's pretty good, TM.
Yeah, so far if Winston can stay healthy, that's my biggest concern about. But other than that, his other 2 players are awesome.
Not loving the Monty pick juice, but
Jefferson.
Not loving that Monty pick juice. Not feeling it. But Juice, trust your gut. Fields, that's a pretty good quarterback at that point. Now, look, everybody's got a quarterback from here on out until your pick, or until the pick after yours. So whoever's eyeballing a quarterback is probably pretty happy that they may only see maybe 1. I imagine someone could take 2 just to have the firepower, but probably not. Silver Rapture. Got Josh Allen and Fournette. I mean, look at the DJ Meat Missile as McCaffrey, Aaron Rodgers, Schultz. That might be one of the top teams as of right now. That's pretty darn good. Waller, okay. Pittman. So Grant's got Cook, Stafford, Pittman. That's pretty good. That's top 6, 7 team right now in this format. Kayla's got Brady and Najee. Very, very good start. Let's see what Kayla does here. McLaurin, I like it. It's very well balanced. Terry Roberts goes with Sutton. Pretty Richie. Looking probably for an RB here. Dylan. Ron Navy on the clock. Ron, what are you thinking? Walk us through what's going on.
Well, I don't know.
Ronald Navy. Go Ken Walker. Woo! You're predicting a big splash at the end of the year, huh?
Yep.
Oh, look at Todd hogging up all the wide receivers on the auto pick. Adams, Evans, and Waddle. Todd can't win with that because you can only start 1. God, poor Todd. Todd's going to be mad. He's going to be so angry at himself. 3 wide receivers. What in the heck, man? Goddard going to Jimmy. Okay. Kenny. I don't know what I'm going to do here.
I almost went. I had three different directions I was looking at, and I was like, probably a big overreach on Walker, but
Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins going to Avatar. Diggs, Trey Lance, Mitchell's pretty good by Vamp. Swift, Debo, Hawkinson's pretty solid. Jimmy's got Eckler, Prescott, Goddard. Todd's got the triple stack wide receivers. Ron Navy went with the double RBs. I mean, that's tough, though, when you're only starting one, but, I mean, you never know how it could save you, or the fact that it's optimal. You could be, that's the thing is people need to understand you're not putting one
optimal score.
Yeah, you're not putting in one running back the entire week. Like having two RBs that rotate for you optimal scoring could make you win the league. Like who knows? Or it could be that you need to have, that quarterback play. Quarterback's pretty important. I think these teams coming up that don't have quarterbacks are going to be in some trouble. Akers, Rock out timed out. He's going to be so mad. Rock out's going to be so angry. Rock out, make sure you turn off auto.
At least he's got Kamara. He's only got to start one, so Akers.
Trevor Lawrence, there we go. Smart. I mean, what other quarterbacks are left? Matt Ryan's there.
That's a good pick.
Matt Ryan's there. Oh my God, it's getting thin. I might just snag a quarterback. I mean, I'm telling you, I thought about taking two QBs. Optimal scoring. Not to mention, there is a week where you're going to need a quarterback when you have a bye or not.
Yep.
Got to make that decision. Dawson Knox.
That's a good-looking team. CD Andrews and Damian Pierce. That could work.
I did like Damian. I'll be honest. I was going to go Damian with one of these picks because I got two of them. I'm contemplating quarterback.
I almost did. I told you I was thinking about three different moves, and Damian was one of them. Drum roll. I'm on St. Brown. Nice pick. And Metcalf. Back to back. Son of a gun. I wanted one of those two, but shit. Those are nice picks. You nailed it. I think with the wide receivers.
I think it's pretty. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go RB, but I didn't want to force it. I've got some ideas of things I want to maybe do, so we'll see. Freiermuth was a consideration for sure. I really thought about Freiermuth. I really wanted to cornerstone that tight end position, but I feel like cornerstoning the wide receiver position is also very good, and it's going to dry up very quick. What's up, Elgin? Appreciate you. Did Rockout get timed out? Oh, wait, Rockout's back. Oh, he's probably so mad. Poor Rockout. Rockout, I'm sorry, pal. We're not changing any picks for anybody, though, in case anybody's wondering. It's the way it is. Can you imagine me trying to swap somebody out for somebody right now? Rock out. You're going to time out again, broski. Oh, he timed out again.
Time's up.
Oh, Jacobs. Rock
out. Jacob.
No, rock out. No. No.
We can almost
hey, rock out. Call
put
in.
The nails in the coffin.
Oh, man. And what it sucks because what a waste. He's got Mahomes. You know, he's got such a nice advantage over everybody in the beginning. Rock out. Call in. We'll merge you into the call. He's going to be angry. Hopefully he's a good sport about it. Some people get so upset and personal about it. Rock. That's almost as bad as Todd's.
It was on you.
Poor Todd.
Poor guy.
Daddy Dennis says ETN first round pick. Take a lap, Smitty. You take a lap. Read the room. Read the room. It's an excellent pick. Take a lap. Okay,
Alrighty.
Ron Navy, you're up.
Yep. And it's time to do the stacks.
Okay. Rock out got the whole and don't draft Smitty don't draft list. What is it? Akers, Kamara. I mean Kamara. Look, Rock out's got Kamara and Mahomes. That's not bad. But then the Akers and Jacobs is not useless because it's optimal scoring. But maybe he comes back and wins it somehow. Rock out if you're watching right now, don't give up because you never know that no one's played this format before. You might have just the right, formula going, and then the right players fall to your next two picks. So don't give up. You could have the optimal scoring idea that hits. Vamp likes your Cousins and Thielen stack, I think, or he doesn't like it. I think he likes it.
Who?
Vamp.
Vamp, yeah.
Yeah, so this is my squad here. ETN, Murray, St. Brown, Metcalf, one quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end, optimal scoring, best ball. Nate wants to know about his profile picture. Attaboy. Appreciate you, Nate. So Grant got Gabe Davis. I like that pick. Hey, Ron, I'll be honest. I think you should have taken Gabe Davis. I like Gabe Davis. That would have been good.
I like him too, but I like the Thielen stack. And if Thielen said he's feeling healthy and he puts up TDs. So, Gabe Davis has shown that he puts up TDs too, but I don't know. I just think Thielen was the pick there for me.
Silver said, just know I'm the guy that had the balls to take Josh Allen at number 7 overall. It's a good pick in this format. This format's weird. No one's ever played this format before, so it's not like there's a formula. So good job putting your cojones on the line there, Silver. I like it. This super chat from Matthew. Guy offered me Mahomes, Brees for Lamar Pierce. Woo, what do you think of that, Ron? Mahomes and Brees Hall for Lamar and Pierce. We got to assume it's redraft. Lamar and Pierce or Brees Hall and Mahomes. I'm just not a.
I'll take Brees Hall.
Yeah, I'm not one that's gonna jump off the Brees Hall train. Like people are so crazy. Watson going to the auto to Drew C. This auto draft has not been kind. Give me Mahomes and Brees. Brees is going to get on his horse. Hey. Don't worry.
He gets to pick. He'll get to pick. He'll get to use Watson in week 12.
Hey, on the phone is the man, the myth, the legend, Rock Out, owner of the most dynamic running back crew in this draft. Rock out.
Hello.
What's up, Rock out? Hey, Rock out. Maybe turn down the volume in the background. Oh, he left. Even his phone's not working. His computer's not working today, and his phone, poor guy. Call back, bro.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, his phone's cutting out. His internet connection's choppy. So what do you think of this Asher team right here?
Wow.
He's got Taylor, Pitts, Tua, Godwin. Here, Rock out's calling again.
I like the Taylor.
Rock out.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Rock out? So first want to say, don't give up. Make sure you turn your auto off and get back in here because you never know what kind of weird strategy of optimal scoring with this kind of lineup. One quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end, 6 bench spots, best ball, no waivers, no lineups, optimal scoring. You don't know what that could do, and we're all going to look back and go, that was the move. You know, that was the move. Running backs were so scarce because there's only so many good starting running backs. There's so many wide receivers in the NFL. Like, this might be the move, Rock out, so don't give up, number one. But number two, walk us through what kind of disappointment's going through your mind right now when you get auto-picked Akers and Jacobs after you already got Kamara.
Fortunately, I'm doing like 2 drafts at the same time.
Good sport.
But what I just made my 7th pick in my other draft, and I took Eckler. What do you think about that?
Second pick, you got Eckler?
7th.
Seventh.
Seventh.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Nick.
I'm thinking I might have a chance to get Swift or Javante on the way back.
Yeah. There are a number of people
then-
that didn't accept their invite on this. Nick, I'm not sure if you were one of those, if that's what you mean, or do you mean we just did a mock draft without you? Appreciate you, Nick. We still got one more league coming up. DJ Meat Missile coming in with the first double quarterback, I think. Getting the Davis Mills rotation going. I like it, DJ. That's pretty good. Silver Rapture's on the clock. Silver's got a pretty good team minus the Fournette. I don't like that pick, but if you like Fournette, then that's a great team. Josh Allen, Fournette, Waller, Mooney. Pretty solid, well-rounded. What's up, Nick? Kenny's team is strong. Says Daddy Dennis. Where's Kenny's team? Kayla's on the clock and has a pretty well-rounded squad. Cream Hunt, okay, not bad. Terry Roberts is up pretty richy than Ron Navy. Kenny's got Swift, Debo, Hawkinson, Matt Ryan. That is pretty solid. Pretty well-rounded. Aguero says I skipped his super. Okay, sorry. I didn't even skip it. I just didn't see it. Hold on. Let me go find it. Hold on, broski. I got you. You know I got your back. I just need to know. Just nudge me. Russian collusion with a super chat. I didn't see either of these. I'm sorry, guys. All 3 of these came in at the same time, and then another handful of messages piled on real quick. Got 7 pick. Harris, Chase, Swift, 12 team. So that was you, Rock out. You obviously didn't take one of those guys, right? So I like from a 7 pick you took Eckler, but I don't mind Eckler, Harris, Chase, or Swift. I think they're all really, really good. If I could get Javante in the second round, I'm going Jamar Chase. If I don't think I can, I don't mind going RB. Going Eckler. So you did fine with that. 12 team PPR, Murray, Cook, Swift, Monty, Mike Williams, Gabe Davis, Irv Smith, benches, Dylan, Michael Thomas, Madison. So Murray, Cook, Swift, Monty, Mike Williams, Gabe Davis. You have decent wide receivers considering, but would I try and use Monty to get another like DK or someone like that? Absolutely. So that's what I would recommend, Aguero. Go get like a underrated McLaurin or DK or someone like that using Monty because you can afford to do it. Russian collusion says M. Marshall is Russian collusion. Okay, good to know. Thank you, collusion, for the super. Ron Navy took Irv Smith. Pretty Richie took Edmonds, Carson Wentz, Hunt, Renfro, Ayuk, Singletary. Ron, walk us through what you did there. And Rock Out, you're coming up, right?
Yeah.
Ron Navy, walk us through what you did there.
Well, I mean, I needed tight end still, and why not pair them? Why not have a triple stack?
Triple stack.
My quarterback.
Triple stack the double stack. I like it. Rock Out's on the clock. Rock Out, are you thinking running back here, Rock Out? What are you thinking?
Need a receiver.
I think an RB would be pretty good for you right here.
Let's see.
Brady, I'm going to get to this in a second, okay? He's got a timeout on a running back. Watch.
No one I really like, but I get to take a shot on Juju. Even though I don't like him.
Sure Adversity, appreciate the super chat. I'm sorry I didn't get to that. Sure, are you still here? Brady, are you still here? Some of these came in and I didn't see them.
Hey, Smitty.
Yeah.
Right now, Javonte Williams and Swift is still on the board, and I'm 3 picks up.
Congratulations.
On my other draft.
I'm glad one of your drafts is going to your liking. Okay.
Yeah.
Collusion.
Hey, nice Eckler.
Yeah, you got a stack
And
going.
then I could either get Javonte or I could either get Swift.
Javonte probably, but I don't mind either, bro. You got Eckler already.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think, Ron? I kind of lean Javonte. Ron doesn't like Swift, so Javonte.
And the next best receiver is
Javonte.
Diggs.
Yeah, I would.
I mean,
You
I like
go Javonte.
Yeah, I would. I mean, but if you want balance, I mean, Diggs ain't bad there. Not bad at all.
Diggs is good too.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's good balance. But if you got Javonte shares already, make sure you're not passing on Javonte if you're not going to own any Javonte shares at all. Like that would suck, you know.
All right, now our options is, or I'm on the clock. My
You're on the
options
clock.
is either Swift or Diggs.
I would go. What if you think the wide receivers are going to be there? I would go Swift personally, but I know Ron's going to say Diggs.
Smitty, you're on the clock. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay, I'm just making sure you
Yep, thank you.
you're aware.
Yeah, I think I could probably get A.J. Brown next round.
You can still salvage this one, Rock. I mean, that was a nice with Juju. You stacked up with Holmes. You can still do good with this.
I pretty much timed out on that. I did not want to go James.
Hey,
Cook.
Ron. Hey, Ron, would you go Swift or Diggs? I got Eckler.
Smitty would probably go Swift. I would go Diggs because I'm not high on Swift, but who do you like better? I mean, you got to go with who you like better. What's your gut tell you? I don't think you go wrong with what your gut tells you, whatever choice you make. They're both great players. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I went with Diggs just because I want to look balanced, and Eckler's already a high upside guy.
There you go.
It got thin up in this mug, guys.
You got what?
It got thin.
Oh yeah.
I don't like my Cook pick at all because I didn't really even make that pick. I was timing out and I didn't want it to draft somebody. I just pressed the button on the top guy there on the running backs. Dang it. But it got super thin. I don't know who I would have taken anyway. Cook's not horrible. James Cook, but I went in cornerstone the wide receivers a little bit. I think that's going to be an important position.
Someone just
Yeah,
took Campbell, right?
that's kind of what the blocker. Because ADP setup on here is a little different than normal that I'm used to, so I'm not seeing a lot of players.
Yeah, I almost went Pacheco, but like it's so thinned out, man.
Let's see, who do I take?
There's like nobody.
Let's see. Let's go Pickens.
I like that Pickens pick. You know, if I could go back, I probably would have taken Pickens over. Nah, I mean, I like Devontae Smith a lot. I don't love the Cook pick, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, I think in best ball, Cook's better than in redraft, like normal draft. You know what I mean? Like, because if Cook has a big game, I'm gonna be.
I can't hate a fellow Steeler for taking Pickens. So good job there, Brock.
I like Zamir White a lot, Vamp. That's a good pick. D. Hopkins is interesting, James Conklin, because you can't use him, but when he comes back, that could be good for you. So it's a potentially good move.
Kenny takes Kenny.
Hines, Olave, Ron Navy on the clock.
Well, kind of. I always like two quarterbacks, so.
Pretty Richie goes Tony. Terry Roberts on the clock. It's Nico Collins. Kayla's got Harris, Brady, McLaurin, Ertz, Hunt, Gesicki. Pretty good team there. Grantland. This is a guy everybody's got to beat. Everybody should be talking about Grant. We aren't talking about Grant enough because this is, if nobody beats Grant, if Grant wins first, nobody gets the Thomason jersey. Dalvin Cook, Stafford, Pittman, Gabe Davis, Tyler Higbee. This is a big pick for Grant. James Robinson. Don't tell Grant I don't like that pick at all. Don't tell Grant. DTG. Don't tell Grant.
I think Grant wants somebody to win the jersey.
Yeah, he's a giving dude. Everybody go follow Grantland Part 2 on Instagram for me, if you would. There's how many people in here? 156 of you in here. Go follow. This man Grant gives up signed jerseys, not just jerseys in a bag that he sends to somebody's house, in framed fashion. I forget who won the other jersey. I'm blanking out. But the individual that won that last DK Metcalf jersey from the Door League, this thing had like LED lights and a remote and a frame, and he said the frame was more impressive than the signed jersey. So Grant's giving this up. Everybody go follow Grantland Part 2. Grantland Part 2, the number 2, all one word. Go follow Grant on Instagram. The guy deserves it. He's a very giving dude. He is an intern of the show, for goodness sakes. So Grantland Part 2. Burks, Dobbs, look at these wide receivers flying off the board. We're going on a wide receiver run here. Boyd, Wilson, Dobbs, Tannehill going to Asher. Auto pick again, Claypool. Look at all those auto picks for Drusy. Watson is his only quarterback. 42 is up.
You know, if anybody that watches your apprentice videos first and sees Grant on there, and and the way he plays that role. I mean, he plays that role really well because, like, you had him on the show the other night, right? And you could tell you're gonna find it more funny because you could tell he's well educated. Well, he knows his stuff. He knows, his sports stuff. He just is knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So, but in The Apprentice, it's funny because you're always dogging him.
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody hasn't seen the sitcom.
So it played that role perfect.
Yeah, if anybody hasn't seen the sitcom yet, it's on the main YouTube page. Just scroll down a little bit. You'll see the 4 episodes. Episode 5 is going to drop in the next month or 2, I think. But episode 1 through 4, it's called the Fantasy Football Intern. It's a sitcom. It's kind of like The Office meets The League meets some show that got canceled. Like, that's a combination of the 3. And, you should find it hard to resist watching. That's the best way I could describe it. Ryan Hollins, former NBA player and NBA analyst, said that he couldn't stop watching it. And he's like, I just can't stop. I don't know what I'm watching, but he's like, I can't stop. And so he wanted to be on it. So he's in episode 4. Grantland
Hey, when I started
Grantland's up.
When I started listening to you, I went right to the videos and started watching it, and I didn't stop until I got through them all.
Nice. Appreciate the dedication and loyalty. Let me read these super chats.
And then I watched your.
Let me read these super chats real quick.
What happened to the ESPN takeover?
Yeah. Ron thought it was real. Sure, Adversity says, trade away Eli Mitchell and MT for Cam Akers and Mooney. Oh, I already read that one. No, I'm keeping Mitchell and MT, even though I don't love MT. And then this one.
I'm taking and reaching like shit.
Brady, I'm in the eight-man league buying 200. I have Mahomes, CMC, Brees, Pierce, Javonte, A.J. Brown, Godwin, Bateman. I think I already answered this, actually. And I said trade Godwin. Yeah, I did get to this one. Trade Godwin. Godwin and Brees Hall for one better running back. And I love Brees Hall. I'm just saying those are things I would explore. I keep Pierce. I keep Mahomes. I keep seeing. I mean, maybe I'd trade CMC. If you can break CMC apart into Javonte and a like a DK or something, I'm doing that. Appreciate the super chats. Grant took Mariota. Ron Navy took McKenzie. I like that pick. I like McKenzie. You needed a wide receiver. There's a few. Oh my God, there's a lot of people here that have no wide receivers in this run here, Kenny. Jimmy J. After my pick, I'm going to end the show, guys. I got to jump off. And actually, guys, I'm going to probably hang up here on you. I think Rockout jumped out anyway. But, Ron, I appreciate you hanging tight with me. Actually, I'll keep you on until my pick, and then I'm going to drop you right after, and then I'm going to jump. Because we've been live for 2 hours. I got a couple.
I didn't expect to be on here with you during the draft, but it's been cool.
Yeah. Rockout's up. He dropped somehow. His phone dropped out. I'll wait till my picks here, and then I got to jump. Smitty keeping show an hour, so I know. I said I was going to do an hour show, and now I'm here. When's the 24-hour live stream going? I don't know if I want to do that for a while. Maybe next year I will. But what I need to do is my Joe Burrow 10,000 time video. I think that might be coming this week. Joe Burrow 10,000 times. Joe Burrow awareness is coming. Rock out.
Oh,
Time's out again. Isaiah Spiller, another running back. Blackbeard. Herbert, I like that pick. Herbert could be a league winner. This is Russian collusion. Kenny, yeah, we could probably review these tomorrow on the show for sure. Russian collusion, Hefe,
Yeah,
James
that'd be
Conklin,
awesome.
Hyphy. Not many rounds left.
Not really.
Brian Robinson, I was wondering when Brian Robinson was going to go. He's a real attractive pick in this format because you don't have to decide when to put him in. You know, if he comes back one week and doesn't do anything or eventually gets shoved in there last second. Hefe, then Conklin, and then it's an auto pick straight to me, and then I'm going to do my back-to-backs, and then I'm going to jump. But appreciate everybody watching. This has been a fun draft to do live.
Hey, and it definitely. I wish we would have done this in that the other league. That thing's going to be slow. That thing's slow as molasses.
Yeah. Hefe's going to time out here. Conklin is up. Then it's Hyphy, auto picking straight to me.
Oh.
I've got somebody.
Kobe Biscuit.
You what? Okay, here. Let's see here.
Woohoo! Here we go. Smitty on the clock with the last picks before he ends the show. How will he end it? Stay tuned.
This is a league-winning pick right there.
Malik Willis. Sneaky.
That's your boy there, Ron.
Oh, likely.
Nailed it.
I knew you were going to do that.
Nailed it.
Oh, God. Yep. I was thinking about him, too. That's what it is. My brainwaves are going through the phone. Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I love this Malik Willis pick because Malik Willis will get in there sooner than later, like maybe 2-3 weeks in. Optimal scoring, he might outscore Kyler 3 or 4 weeks out of the year, even with both of them playing. So I really love that. I love the likely pick because if something happens, he's top 5. You know, if something happens to Andrews. And even if it doesn't, he's probably arguably as good as some of the guys getting drafted. Like, I mean, who knows? If likely could outscore Fant pretty easily.
I think they're going to use them, and I think they're going to use double tight end sets.
Yeah. All right. Ron, I appreciate you staying for the draft.
I would. Hey, no problem. Have a good night, everybody.
Later, pal.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good job.
Later.
Yeah, those are good picks. Malik Willis and likely could be the league winners in this format. I got 3 wide receivers. Bye weeks are 7, 11, and 6. No problems there. My quarterbacks are 13 and 6. My running backs are 11 and let's go like this. Running backs are 11 and bye weeks are 11 and 7, so I'm spread out on the bye weeks just fine. But ETN, Kyler Murray, St. Brown, DK Metcalf, James Cook. I didn't love the James Cook pick, but I feel like after the fact, I don't mind it at all. I pushed the button for a reason. He was the only guy that, when I was timing out, that I felt like was the guy I needed to take with not knowing, who else might be available. So I punched the button. But I don't mind it at this point. I feel like it's a decent pick. Devontae Smith, Metcalf, St. Brown, I think is going to take care of me. Pretty good squad. The guy that everybody's got to beat is Grant Land Part 2. Go follow this man on Instagram. The guy's giving away jerseys and stuff every year. Please, the least you could do is go follow him on IG. Just like his name up top, Grant Land Part 2 with the number 2 at the end. Grant Land Part 2. This guy's got Cook, Stafford, Pittman, Gabe Davis, T. Higgins, Tyler Higbee, James Robinson, Mariota. Ron Navy's coming up on the clock again soon. I'll jump right after Ron makes his pick here. Kayla's got a really good team. Harris, Brady, McLaurin, Ertz, Hunt, Gesicki, Moore. I think this team started off strong. Let's see how it looks right now. Taylor, Pitts, Tua, Godwin, Sanders, Tannehill. Not bad, but I don't know that that's the top team anymore. This is a really good team here with the JJ, Winston, Hall, Albert O, Dobbs, Algier. That's a really good team, sneaky team. These are all pretty good. Silver's got Josh Allen, Fournette, Waller, Mooney, Patterson, Danny Dimes. If Fournette's dropping monster points this year, that's going to be a great team. Harris, Brady, McLaurin. Again, that's great. Herbert, Connor, Sutton, Henry, Burrow, Higgins, Dillon. That's a really crafty, underrated team there. Ron Navy, he's on the clock. Javonte, Cousins, Walker, Thielen. He took Josh Palmer. Auto pick. Jimmy has a pretty solid squad there. Eckler, Prescott, Goddard, Hollywood Brown, Ayuk. That's really good. That might be an understated one of the top 5 or 6 teams. Kenny's got Swift, Debo, Hawkinson, Matt Ryan, Singletary, Pickett. Probably a top 6, 7, 8 team. Diggs, Lance, Mitchell, Pollard, Fant, White. Yeah, that's a very understated team there. Vamp too. Kelsey, Wilson, Dobbins, Judy, Gordon. Nice. Timed out. Sorry about that. Rockout left his team on auto. He didn't even finish. And then your boy Smitty again. Final look at it. ETN, Kyler Murray, St. Brown, DK, James Cook, Devontae Smith, Malik Willis, Isaiah Likely. This is a 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, best ball draft, no waivers, no lineups, optimal scoring, 6 bench spots, and your lineup will be set for you. There you have it. Appreciate you all. I will see you all tomorrow. Or no, probably tonight. We're doing a Q&A tonight. Later.
People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.